Buddy, Mike Caccioppoli here. Couple things to talk about. Yesterday we had our big anti-Clooney Clinton fundraiser uh, march today in San Francisco yesterday, and it was a great event. I mean, we had a lot of people. The people we had were loud, very loud, and we marched on Nob Hill. We got to within I'd say maybe half a block to where the fundraiser was. This was a $353,000 a plate fundraiser. So we were there marching, and we were in protest of it. While Bernie was in the Vatican meeting the Pope, talking about world peace and income inequality, we were practicing, or the Clinton campaign was practicing income inequality here by holding a $353,000 fundraiser. Imagine that. Imagine what you could do with $353K. This is San Francisco. This is a city where people can't afford to live here anymore. They're homeless on the streets. It looks like a third world country. It's getting worse and worse every day. There's people being evicted because they can't afford their apartments anymore. People that have lived here since the 60s and 70s who have to leave because they can't afford to live here anymore. And in the middle of all the city, we're holding a $353,000 a plate fundraiser. I mean, it's just sickening. It really is. And we were there, but we were out and loud, and we got great coverage last night. It was all over the news, all over the media. MSNBC, Chuck Todd did an interview which was taped today, which I think will air tomorrow on Meet the Press with George Clooney, where Clooney admits that it's obscene. He said, "Oh, we saw protesters, and they have a right to protest because they're right. And Bernie Sanders is right. This is an obscene amount of money in politics." So, George, why did you host that fundraiser, and why are you hosting another one in Southern California? Basically, as I speak right now, he's holding one in Southern California. So why do it? This is almost like a cigarette smoker saying, "Oh, I know these are going to give me cancer, but I'm so addicted, I can't stop." You're right. You're right. It's going to give me cancer. It gives everyone cancer, but I can't stop. So, I'm going to keep smoking because I'm addicted to it. See, we're addicted to big money in politics. And the other excuse is, well, the Republicans do it, so we have to do it. No, see, we have a candidate who's not doing it. I can see if you didn't have a candidate who was not doing it. You'd say, well, he's doing it, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it better. But you have a candidate in Bernie Sanders who's not doing it, who's taking $27 per person, who's raised more money than the woman who is doing it, who is taking the corrupt, elitist, top 1% money. So this whole idea of the Republicans do it, so we got to do it to compete is wrong, because Bernie's proven you don't have to do it, and you can raise even more money not doing it. And you could take the moral, ethical high ground as well. So this whole idea of, I know it's wrong. He says, Clooney said, I know it's bad. The protests have a right. Sanders is right. So why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? It makes absolutely no sense. It makes no sense to do it at all. No sense. What you're saying is, I'm supporting the candidate that has to do it this way, can't do it the other way because there aren't enough people supporting her, so she can't do it that way. So instead of going to 7 million people like Bernie is, she'll go to 100 people. That's what you're saying, basically. So why are you backing her? George, listen to me. She's not that great. Stop with the Clinton worship. George, you were a young guy in the 90s. Maybe you want to be 25 years younger again. I don't know. You're a movie star. You're all like that. But get over it. The Clintons are a thing of the past. She ain't that great. You have a better candidate right here. Get over it. Give Bernie $27. Have all of your Hollywood buddies give him $27, like taking a penny out of my pocket. Just do it and support the right guy. And quit smoking. Get off the shit. Anyway, totally maddening. Luckily, also in Southern California, the guy who lives next to Clooney, who I believe is the owner of the 99-cent store chain, is doing a $27 a plate fundraiser. So you can pay your $27 and get in and have dinner. He said even if you can't afford it, you can come. I'm not pay anything. I think that's fantastic. We need more people. Someone in San Francisco should do that. Someone who's got like a big place, like this guy's got a mansion next to Clooney. He's anyone who wants to pay 27. If you could pay, if not, just come anyway. That's a great idea. A great idea. Show the way it can be done. Show the way it is being done. Everyone's got to go to Bernie Sanders' website, berniesanders.com, and give $3.53. I was out at the rally yesterday, and I was broadcasting from there, and I was saying, do this. Bernie sent out an email, $3.53. Do it. Everyone. And we can raise more money than they're raising at their two big fundraisers here in California this weekend. So, you know, the media, Bernie's in the Vatican. Why is he leaving New York to go to the Vatican? But not why is Hillary coming to New York, to San Francisco and California for these big money elitist fundraisers for people who are going to want favors. See, this is the thing. They're going to want, no one gives $353K out of the kindness of their heart. They don't. They don't. Let's say maybe 10% of them might. 90% are going to want a little phone to the White House, you know. Oh, I know the president. She's a friend of mine. I gave her $353K. I want this legislation passed, or I want this block because it's bad for my business. This is what happens. You give $27, Bernie's not going to answer the fucking phone for you. You give $353K, Hillary's going to answer that phone for you. You see the difference? Can you get in your heads? People who are not part of the choir, who are on the opposite side, can you get it through your fucking heads already? A tweet went out today from someone. This is what I've been saying all along, but he said it perfectly. He said the Democrats saying that big money in politics is not a problem is like Republicans saying there's no global warming. It's the same fucked up, ignorant mindset. Yes, there is global warming, and big money in politics is a problem. So Democrats are basically thinking and being Republicans when it comes to big money in politics. They're being worse than Republicans in a lot of ways because they have a candidate who they can back who's not doing it. The Republicans don't. Oh. Maddening. Not me. We're 3 days out now. 3 days out from New York. Let's see what happens there. Let's see if New Yorkers have the fucking brains or not. If they have a heart and soul or not. Maybe it's a good sign she's got. Well, it's a bad sign because California's up soon that she has to come here for these fundraisers. She doesn't have them in New York, it seems. But, you know, it's maddening. The whole idea is maddening when a guy who's hosting the two fundraisers says, yeah, this is what I'm doing is absolutely wrong. The other guy's absolutely right about it. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. It's insane. It really is. It's insane. It's insane. You know, doing something wrong over and over again, knowing you're doing it wrong, is insanity. That's insanity. You keep doing it. Anyway, that's the latest. It was a great day yesterday. We got great media coverage, and even, you know, Clooney on MSNBC, he had to mention it. He had to mention that they were protesting. You know, there might have been 100, 150. It wasn't a huge crowd, but so loud that everyone covered it. It's great. Gives me hope for California once things roll around here. It's got to spread. And Bernie at the Vatican, great 10-minute speech. Met the Pope, actually. A little short meeting. You know, the Pope said, you know, it wasn't political, but, you know, the Vatican had 5 candidates they could have invited. And they invited the one guy who was a Jew. So they didn't invite Hillary, didn't invite Kasich or Cruz or Trump. You know, then the Pope met Bernie. He didn't want to meet anyone else. Didn't want to meet Hillary or Cruz or Trump or Kasich. So pretty smart. You know, not political, but probably as political as the Pope's going to get. As much of an endorsement you're going to get from the Pope. Bernie just got. All right. Mike Caccioppoli here. We will speak to you soon. 3 days to New York. Onward and forward. Feel the burn.